Welcome everybody to Side Talk Podcast, episode 1, the beginning. I'm your host. Today, we're going to dive into some sports, entertainment, into the culture point of views from by myself. You already know what's going to be. We're going to crash it all together, talking about Super Bowl, Kendrick Lamar, the whole conspiracy about his performance slash diss towards Drake. I feel like the whole thing was about him. Aaron Rodgers being released from the Jets. That was on Super Bowl Sunday. Now, let's get it, okay? And not to mention, we'll love the interaction with y'all, the viewers, and hit the comments. Let's keep the conversations going. And let's go. Let's get some quick hits and see what's going on. All right, first up, I want to talk about Kendrick's performance. There's a whole conspiracy about it. There's a man with the flag running around, the whole thing. Understand? Don't ask me how he didn't get caught with all that stuff. Running around not getting caught during the performance is pretty wild. My take on his performance, I rate it a little high, but overall, it was pretty good. We got Aaron Rodgers getting released, which is crazy. It's making moves, man, and it's Aaron Rodgers, honestly, because I feel he might just retire and just say, forget it. I'm not sure if he's about going free agency route, but we'll see. Another thing, I hope everybody's Super Bowl Sunday was great. I just chilled with the fam and just watched the game. Just saw what y'all saw. Butt whooping by the Eagles, but we're Broncos fans in this family, so we most definitely were Eagles fans that day. So, we like to see it. You know what I mean? But that's just the AFC West rivalry stuff and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna talk crazy about it. First thing, let's go. Now let's talk about it. Super Bowl. Kansas City versus the Eagles. Wasn't expecting that game to go the way it is. I had Eagles by 3. That's just because I didn't want to see the Chiefs three-peat. Let's start it off. Kansas City offensive line was a hot mess. I'm talking about straight ass. But hey, Philly's defensive line was just mopping them. Patrick Mahomes running for his life. He threw 2 picks, fumbled. He was harassed all day. You know what I mean? It baffled me how bad they looked.
Here's Mahomes, pressure right away. Mahomes is sacked. Man runs, Mahomes pressured again. Sacked again. 3rd and 16. Mahomes roll out. Looking, firing, intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. Gets a block. DeJean is and touchdown. Pressure again. Mahomes in trouble. Mahomes sacked again. 4-man rush over the middle. It's intercepted again. This time it's sacked. The Eagles are set up inside the 10. 1 or 2 in the game. Mahomes looking around. Pressured again. Mahomes dropped again. Mahomes pressured again. Sack number 5. Mahomes far side of the field. It's knocked away. Fontaine Maddox. The Vince Lombardi Trophy is headed to Philadelphia. Eagles fly in Super Bowl 59.
It's honestly, he looked rattled. He looked like he was seeing ghosts. It was just a brutal game. It was crazy. But on the flip side, Philly's defense was straight dominant, balling. You know what I mean? Was his name Cooper DeJean? Interception for a touchdown. And Hurts balling. Hey, I said it before. They wanted Jalen Hurts to throw the ball. He threw the ball pretty good. Ran for 70 yards, I believe. It's just crazy how bad it looked on KC's side and how great it looks on the Eagles side. And the big question is, what's next for KC? Patrick Mahomes, the GOAT conversation is out of the question, but is it really? But yeah, leave a comment down. Let's hear about it. I don't think you can ever name anybody the GOAT. You got to at least get to 5 or get close to Brady in football anyway. It just has to be better. He's never really played great in Super Bowls. The defense always kind of bailed him out. He's been down 10 twice and came back to win. But it was over. I thought it was over after the pick 6, honestly. And then he looked stunned. They looked out of it. KC felt like they didn't want to play. Like it baffled me how they looked. It's just unbelievable. They just got beat up. But about that, okay. We're just moving on to Philly. Is that the next dynasty? That's a question to ask. They're young, young quarterback, young defense. Uh, I don't think Sirianni is the greatest coach, but he's pretty good. I think there's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. Um, but is this a dynasty? They've been to the Super Bowl twice out of the last 3 years, and I honestly think that they can go on a little run. Saquon, pretty good, man. There's nothing more. There's nothing more about what Philly did that they can't redo it. They run it well. Jalen don't. I guess he don't throw 3 feet for 350 yards, but he runs a team well. He's a good quarterback. Is that putting him at that elite level? But only time will tell. Just like if Patrick could come back from this ugly showing, ugly showing. But who knows? The Eagles draft well. They pick up. It seems like the right free agents, man. From trading for AJ Brown, from drafting Devontae Smith, picking up Saquon, drafting Jalen Hurts, which was the second round, and it was a good quarterback class if you really think about it. And I just think overall the the game was good. Other than the Kansas City Chiefs didn't show up whatsoever. Patrick Mahomes didn't show up, and I know you put that on himself, but let's be honest. Their defense wasn't doing what they normally do. They just couldn't come up. They didn't run the ball. They just couldn't do nothing. But overall, on my side and my family, it was a great experience because we didn't want to see Kansas City to win. No offense, but fuck the no offense, but just being honest, we didn't want to see them win. But they were chasing history. I think that was probably one of those things where maybe that got to them, but you never know. I honestly just think that Eagles I don't think anybody would have won that game against the Eagles. They just played probably the best game they played all year, and that's just what it was. And there's nothing you can do about that. And my reaction to that was just I was in awe and shock that it looked that bad for KC, but I was kind of shocked the defense played that great. They didn't blitz once. They sat back. They dropped 7, rushed 4, and they just got after me. Patrick Mahomes didn't know what to do. So I just give it there. That's just what it is. It's over with now. Who knows? We'll see what Kansas City has, and we'll see. I honestly think that Eagles might be that next dynasty that we see that kind of get to the Super Bowl a lot pretty soon. So switching over to this whole Kendrick halftime show. Honestly, overall, I think I wish he would have played a little bit more of his hits from Mad City, whatever it is. But yeah, I wish he would have. But overall, pretty good. Shit, that whole thing seems like it was all about dissing Drake. But I also see, I guess, not a conspiracy. I guess it's what's the hidden message. Kendrick always does hit his messages in all his stuff, from his album to all this. But there's some truth. It's not a conspiracy, sort of say. Granted, I felt like it was all about Drake, which is weird. But then again, he has that hidden message too. He said what? The starting off the something won't be televised. That was understandable. And then America was made off of backs of black people, like stuff like that. I get the message, and that right there is a good message. And with Samuel L. Jackson being Uncle Sam, that was genius. It's one of those things where I know some people were mad about it and this, but let's be honest. I thought it was a decent performance. Drake probably is upset, but at the end of the day, he played the song. He dissed you. Looked right at the camera and said, "So what?" So just at the end of the day, move on. Just move on. We all laughed. They were singing A minor again, just like they did at the Grammys. There's nothing else you can do. I just think a lot of people are reading too much into. No one believes that you're a pedophile. Well, I don't believe. I don't think the public opinion thinks you're a pedophile. I just think you just lost a rap battle. It is what it is. Granted, it was on one of the biggest stages, but you just lost, dog. It is what it is. But whatever you put out next, let's just hope. Which I got some details on putting it out, but I think it's more not his album. But we'll see what's up with that. And then it's just crazy. So NFL season's over, and what are we gonna do for the next 8 months just messing. But we got NBA. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers is said to be released, and that happened on Super Bowl Sunday, which is kind of crazy. But was like honestly, from what I see and what people, well, I don't know these people, but what I see is that people just don't like Aaron Rodgers. Some people just think he's too much. So what is next for Aaron Rodgers? Like New York had a good team, like they have a good roster, but what is that going to do? He just needs to figure out what he needs to do. There's no people are trying to build a team. So Aaron Glenn, I can see why they're going to release him because at the end of the day, they're starting over. Does Aaron want to be a part of a rebuild, I guess, sort of say? And do they want to have Aaron's attitude in that rebuild? I don't think so at all. So I think that's just good on both sides. I think splitting them apart and then find Aaron. If Aaron wants to play again, have him find a better situation for him, a better situation with a good head coach, a strong head coach, and a good team. So maybe he can win another Super Bowl. Who knows? Can't leave from dead because I've seen this with like not just Brett Favre, but Kurt Warner had the same thing going on. They thought they left him for dead in New York, but then he goes to Arizona, gets him back to the Super Bowl. So you never know. So, and Aaron Rodgers is a great talent. He just, I don't know. Who knows? But I think he's a great Hall of Fame player, all that good stuff. But the places honestly, the places that I would like to see Aaron is, I don't know. I don't think Las Vegas will be a good fit. Him and Pete Carroll won't get it. Pete Carroll just wants to run the ball, play defense. Aaron Rodgers, well, I don't know, but maybe I heard Steelers. Steelers is honestly just let Justin Fields just take the job and build him, man. He's young. He's not going to get crazy money. I know they might have picked up his fifth year option, but who knows? But I personally don't think that they should pick him up. But who knows? What fits Aaron Rodgers? We don't know. I think if Aaron Rodgers will go somewhere, I think he should go to the 49ers. But you have Brock Purdy. He's getting a new contract. They're trying to trade Deebo Samuels, all that good stuff. So we'll just see. But I think Kyle Shanahan can handle Aaron Rodgers. Plus, he'll go be back in his home state and his home team, his favorite team growing up, stuff like that. I think that'd be great for him. So, you know what I mean? So, but again, if you guys could subscribe, comment, keep the conversation going. I like to hear from y'all, your point of view on all this stuff, and just let's build this up. I'm trying this episode 1, first one. Let's go. Keep the conversations going. Let's go. And I'm not going to get mad with anybody else's point of views because at the end of the day, everybody has their own point of views. But drop a comment. We'll talk. I'll jump on live here soon when I get it going, so we can interact in real time. That'd be awesome, and all that good stuff. So, now that the season's over, free agency, the NFL draft again. I've kind of already told you about some of the buzz stuff and all the big topics like Deebo trying to get traded. Myles Garrett wants to get up out of there. I understand Cleveland. Please let him go because at the end of the day, y'all ain't doing anything. Plus, y'all have the Suns Watson contract that's going to hold y'all back for another 5-10 years. But NFL mock drafts are coming out. It's pretty much getting into spring. You got what's coming up, NFL combine. You have workouts, all that good stuff. Just questions about the quarterback, either Cam or Shador. I pick Shador just because I like his smarts. I believe he has a bigger arm than most put out. But honestly, that's just me. Only thing he does take a lot. He did take a lot of sacks the last 2 years, but shit, you can't fault him. That offensive line in Boulder, trust me, I hear it all the time. I mean, I'm from Denver, and them boys up there, offensive line wasn't average at best this past year, and before that, they were just god awful. Like, shit was trash, dog. But that's just me. So stay tuned to the side. But for more stuff throughout the spring, and I'm just going to keep on going. We always conversate. We'll keep it going. Like I said, again, all that good stuff. So let's see. I wanted to get to. So I've ran into some. Well, I've been noticing some things, and y'all tell me if I'm crazy or not. But all right, please comment on this. Please just comment and just see if I'm tripping, because I feel like I'm not tripping, but I might. All right, let's take a second and talk about all this crazy stuff on TV and celebs and stuff. Like, I'm not, I guess you can say, well, this is gossipy a little bit, but I like the messy shit. It is what it is. But I'm noticing something weird lately. Why all the black women and I guess in Hollywood and music and all that stuff go from being a little dark skinned to a little light? They're getting lighter. I don't understand. Is it makeup? But no, you can't say makeup because their whole body's kind of looking white. It's like they have that Verligo. I think that's what it's called. Like, yeah, like, are they bleaching their skin? It's just Serena Williams at the Super Bowl look a lot lighter. She used to be dark, like dark chocolate, baby. Like, better when it's black. But I'm just saying, she's looking lighter, like light. I don't know. That's just fucking weird to me. But it's just Beyonce at the Grammys the other night. She looks a little lighter. She's a little darker than that. I don't know. But y'all, that's a conspiracy right there, because that shit is crazy to me. But hey, I don't know. I'm just saying. But that's just crazy. It's just now, get this. Now, if Kanye pulls up light skin, we got some troubles. I'm just messing. See, hey, Sammy Sosa too. Hey, Sammy Sosa looking like he's white. How does one bleach their skin? Like, why? And if it's all, I'm not saying that they're doing it, but like, let's be honest. How and why would you do that in the first place? I just don't get it. But who knows? That's just what I'm thinking. And speaking of Kanye's crazy self, another Twitter rant for Kanye. Let's just face it, man. He has something against somebody. He didn't give a mother F about what he was saying on that. Hey, just like on Twitter. So he ran off on a rant of epic proportions. He cussed out black people, Jewish people, people he liked, people he disliked. Somebody wasn't getting bitches. He just gave it all the business. I don't know what's up with him, but uh 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 who knows? But that's just all Kanye. Hey, I ain't mad. He's a mad scientist to me. Music his music is music. I ain't judging. He's two different people to me. Hey, very creative, got that good music, and he just may rant and say some wild shit to somebody one day. So there's nothing I'm gonna say about it. It is what it is. I'm gonna still listen. He just loves himself more than anything. And hey, if you can get your girl to be naked on the red carpet, I guess say what you want to say. I don't know what he's pimping or talking shit, making music. Who knows? But that's just who he is, man. So it's all good. And hey, Kanye's who he is. And another thing I want to talk about, keep the convo going. Let me know what you think, all right? All right, switching up, we got, and then after the whole Kendrick thing, but look, Drake and Party Next Door is dropping an album, allegedly, this Friday. When I say allegedly, these people today, they just drop whenever they drop, and sometimes we don't get it for 2 weeks, sometimes we get it tomorrow, who knows? But we'll see what he says if he has a little something. But I'm thinking what is more, I think Party Next Door's album, but who knows? I honestly think that Drake next album got to be the best album he ever wrote. But yeah, I think so. He has to come with it, man. It's not necessarily go back at Kendrick, but he has to come with it. He has to. But yeah, looking forward to it. Hopefully, the album's good, because I like both of them. Even though Kendrick dissed him and all that stuff, I'm still a Drake fan, and Party Next Door's always put you in the mood for something, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll see if it drops Friday. You know what I mean? So switching back to sports, I do everything, not just sports, I guess, but this is what's on the docket. My news, your news, everybody's news. But switching up to the NBA, All-Star Weekend is coming this weekend, and it's Valentine's Day weekend. So hey, You got to get your girl something. So, show that love, everybody. All-Star weekend has this weekend, and, it's usually better. I always thought NBA's All-Star, the best slam dunk contest is just, God, I don't know who's in it. I haven't even looked. But God, please, if you love the NBA, let them be somebody. Let it be a good competition. 3-point contest is always a fun one. But after All-Star game, we'll see who, starts, climbing up. That's when the NBA really gets serious to me, is after the All-Star game. Like now, right now, Nuggets are on the tear. They've been killing everyone, blowing teams out. You just gotta, we'll see. Pushing, I honestly picked Boston and the Nuggets in the finals this year, and I'm gonna keep holding to that. I don't think anybody in the West is gonna hold the Nuggets this year. I think Russell is gonna be big in this situation. I think they're trying to get their young players right for that push. Christian Braun is I don't know, him dropping 24, 30 points. Michael Porter Jr. is always a wild card to me. Always the wild card. Just because there's times he hits 30 points and then it's, hey, 30, 25, 6. Like, I need him to be more consistent. But yes, they have a window, and I think Boston and Nuggets in that. But we'll see after the All-Star game. Hopefully, All-Star weekend is great. Always like watching it. It's always been the best one with all the stuff, events they have. NBA need to come back and bring that to Denver again. Was fun last time. I was there. Yep, I'm that old. Yep. But we'll see. NBA, we'll talk more further with NBA. Just a simple fact, NFL's gone, but NFL's king, so therefore you're always talking about the NFL. So yeah, it's just great. And again, let's keep the convos going. Comment, we'll talk. I'll respond. I'm not one of those people that's just gonna want your views and not respond. I'll respond as much as I can. I'll go live soon enough. This is, episode 1 of the pod, so I'm just gonna keep it pushing and just, keep on pumping these out until somebody replies, something like that. But yeah, again, then quick roundup with everything. CU, Colorado, defensive line coach D. Lou taking the job in Miami, the Hurricanes. So yeah, Coach Prime loses another coach. I thought about that. Coach losing another coach. Don't that say something about the CU program? I'm not the biggest CU fan, but I'm a Prime fan. So at the end of the day, even though I'm in Colorado, I've always been a USC fan. Long story, we'll get to that sooner or later. But I root for CU just because, not just Prime, it's the home college. And, I just represent them. But he's losing coaches, not because they don't like him. It's just because he has good coaches, man. And D. Lou's a pretty good coach, man. And that defensive line last year led the Big 12 in sacks. They're doing it, but we'll see. Now we'll see if Warren Sapp gets that true D-line coach position. Does he even want it? He has a lot of obligations outside of coaching. So, and I know he has to go on some recruiting trips and all that good stuff. But no, good luck to D. Lou, man. Great coach. Hate to see him go. Honestly, I'm rooting for him. So I was rooting for CU. I'm rooting for him, man. Just, keep pumping him out. Coach Prime, man. Much love to Coach Prime and them at the CU. But yeah, D. Lou, that's a big loss for CU. And, Coach Prime is going to get somebody from the NFL or something like that. He ain't hard to find, like he says. But yeah, that's another quick hit. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Comment, all that stuff. Just subscribe, man. Show some love to a brother trying to do his thing on this tube. You know what I mean? I'll catch y'all next time. Again, I'm your host, Eli. And thank you. And we'll have more hot takes, some reactions, some all that other messy stuff that's going on here. And like I said, let's show the world, baby. But thank you. Subscribe. See you next time. I'm out of here. Audi 5000. Peace, love, all that good stuff. Salute to the next time.